Now, I know, it's time. Let's get to the No Half Step in Hockey coverage. Time for me to deliver the goods. Time for operation number 730. It's up there somewhere. Somewhere in this area right here. Operation 730 for the Renegades of Puck. And at this moment in hockey history, the Nashville Predators currently find themselves in the thick of the playoff race in the Western Conference, especially when it comes to the wild card. They are in fifth place in the Central Division. They skated in 66 games. Their record overall is 34-25-7. That is good for 75 points on home ice, which is where the Nashville Predators' next game will take place. They have a record of 17-12-3. They've scored 189 goals in the season. They've given up 192. That's a goal differential, not -3. The Nashville Predators' next opponent, and this is of critical importance to the wild card and playoff race. The Winnipeg Jets currently sit in fourth place in the Central Division. They have skated in 3 more games than the Nashville Predators. They have a record of 38-28-3. 79 points has them 4 points ahead of the Nashville Predators and currently sitting in the second wild card spot in the Western Conference. On the road, a very respectable record of 17-16-1. The Winnipeg Jets have scored 212 goals in the season. They've given up 197. Now, this is a critical game for the Nashville Predators when it comes to this matchup. 3 games in hand, this head-to-head matchup. Nashville Predators could cut the lead to 2 points after this game on home ice. Now, let's take a look at the home-and-home series between these two teams throughout the season, and then we will talk about the Winnipeg Jets, and we'll go on to talk about the matchup itself. On the 15th of December is when these two teams met for the first time, and it was in Winnipeg, the Jets scoring the victory 2-1 in overtime. UC Saros taking the loss, going 39 of 41. It was Connor with a goal and an assist. DeMello also with a goal. Philip Forsberg had the only goal for the Nashville Predators. The two teams would meet again on the 24th of January. Nashville would secure a 2-1 victory at Bridgestone Arena. UC Saros again gets to start, this time the victory, 32 out of 33. Glass and Jeannot each scoring for the Nashville Predators. Dubois scoring for the Winnipeg Jets. These two teams will meet in what is guaranteed to be a critical 2 points on April the 8th, just before the end of the regular season is when they will wrap up their regular season series. So for the Nashville Predators and Winnipeg Jets, 2 games against each other head-to-head still to go, separated by 4 points at this point in the season. Going to be a fun, incredible stretch of hockey to watch. When it comes to the Nashville Predators, once they move on from the Winnipeg Jets immediately, and this also will help understand the philosophy and going into the game against Winnipeg, the analysis, on Sunday, the Nashville Predators will be in New York to take on the Rangers at Madison Square Garden. On Tuesday, they will be in Buffalo. So back-to-backs coming up immediately this weekend for the Preds. Winnipeg at home on Saturday afternoon, and then Sunday, Madison Square Garden for a regular evening game. Tuesday, I said, in Buffalo, and then Thursday, Seattle, which finds themselves very much in the playoff race, and they have find themselves bumped down into the wild card race the last couple of days. So these next 2 games against the Seattle Kraken here at Bridgestone Arena on Thursday and next Saturday are of critical importance. This next week of hockey for the Nashville Predators is absolutely stunning, the amount of hockey the Preds will have to play. Again, Saturday and Sunday, Winnipeg and New York. Tuesday at Buffalo. Thursday versus Seattle. And then Saturday versus Seattle, and Sunday versus Toronto. And that Friday, Home Base Freakout 2 is taking place, of course, at Tailgate Brewery. What a fun and incredible week of hockey it is going to be. Now, let's get back to the Winnipeg Jets. Let's take a look at their most recent stretch of play. Let's go back 5 games. Let's talk March the 8th. 4-2 loss versus the Minnesota Wild on the 11th of March. A 5-4 overtime win at Florida on the 12th of March. A 3-2 win at Tampa Bay. Followed it up on the 14th with a 5-3 loss at the Carolina Hurricanes. And most recently, a 3-0 loss versus the Boston Bruins. Hellebuck got the start, took the loss, 21 out of 23, and of course, 1 empty net goal in that game. For the Nashville Predators and Winnipeg Jets, taking a look inside the rankings of this matchup, the Winnipeg Jets scoring 3.06 goals per game is 20th best in the NHL, while the Preds 2.80 goals per game is 26th overall in the NHL. In the goals against category, 11th best is the ranking for the Winnipeg Jets at 2.84, while the Preds 2.88 is just 1 spot behind at 12th. When it comes to the shots for category, teams also extremely close right here. Winnipeg 30.3 per game is 21st, while the Preds 30.5 per game is 19th overall in the league. Shots against, the Nashville Predators 33.3 given up per game is 25th. The Winnipeg Jets significantly better in this category, only 31 given up per game. That is 15th best in the league, right there in the middle of the pack. When it comes to the special teams matchup, the Nashville Predators, well, they are outclassed. Even though the penalty kill has been incredibly good as of late, still outclassed in both of these statistical metrics. Let's start with the power play. Preds have the 25th rated power play in the NHL for the season. 18.5% is their conversion rate. The Winnipeg Jets are the 20th best power play in the league. 21% conversion rate. 47 out of 224 opportunities. When it comes to the penalty kill, yes, the Nashville Predators have been surging, especially as of late. 81.7% is the kill rate. They are 11th best in the NHL, up one spot since the last time we talked about it. 40 power play goals against on the season. Now, the Winnipeg Jets are third best in the NHL in penalty kill. 83.2% is their kill rate. 34 power play goals against on the season. Now, affecting the matchup between these two teams, of course, is going to be injuries. And for the Nashville Predators, they are definitely missing some offensive punch with Philip Forsberg now out of the lineup. It has been day-to-day for so long, I actually forgot how many games he has missed. I believe it might have been 16 as of tonight, but day-to-day doesn't usually add up to 16 games missed on the season. Parson also still listed as day-to-day. McDonough also still listed as day-to-day. So that gets you all set up between the two teams. But before we wrap up the segment, let's talk about the individual statistics and the individual leading scorers for both of these clubs. Again, it's going to be a critical game in the Central Division. Important hockey being played late in March at Bridgestone Arena. For the visiting Winnipeg Jets, we'll start on that side of the ledger. Connor, 27 goals in the season, 46 assists, 73 points. Morrissey, 15 goals and 52 assists for 67 points. Scheifele, 38 goals in the season, 22 assists, 60 points overall. And Connor and Scheifele typically have very good games against the Nashville Predators. Luke Dubois, 24 goals and 31 assists for 55 points. And Wheeler, 15 and 35 for 50. In net, Connor Hellebuyck. Nashville Predators fans are, of course, extremely familiar with Connor Hellebuyck from all of the many years that they have faced off against him. 29, 21, and 2 on the season. A 9.18 save percentage, a 2.63 goals against average. Taking a look at the home team Nashville Predators side of the stats, the captain, Roman Josi, 18 goals and 41 assists for 59 points. One now behind the lead, which is Matt Duchene and Philip Forsberg. Duchene, 19 goals, goes with 32 assists for 51 points, second overall in team. Philip Forsberg, though he's out injured, still tied for the team lead in goals at 19, add 23 assists, that for 42 points. Tommy Novak, now 13 goals and 16 assists for 29 points. And Colton Sissons, 11 and 16 for 27. UC Saros, 26, 19, and 6 on the season, 9.17 save percentage, a 2.73 goals against average. That gets you all set up for what is absolutely a critical matchup in the Central Division in the wild card playoff race. It's significant hockey in late March at Bridgestone Arena. It is going to be one hell of a hockey game. Third of 4 regular season meetings on the season between these Central Division rivals. We'll be right back. It's time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We'll go back and talk about everything that happened in that Blackhawks game.